it's Amber with the White Dog Farm. I'm out here in the bee yard today. You can see the hives back here behind me because I made a decision. I am going to get another nuke. Now a nuke is just a nucleus of bees. It's a small beehive in simple terms. It's usually 5 frames full of bees, a little bit of resources, a queen, and hopefully some eggs and brood. And it's basically a small beehive, and you put it into a bigger hive and let them fill that out. And that is a great way to get started with a good hive. I wasn't going to do that this year. Sorry. Usually you order your nukes or your packages in February, along about February, maybe March, and then you pick them up. You have a date to go pick them up, and that's usually in April, maybe early May. By the end of May, which we're at now, this is the last week of May, it's a little bit too late to get a nuke or a package. So I wasn't planning on it. I did not order one, wasn't planning on doing it. But I have a couple of hives up there in the garage just sitting around. And there's a beekeeper not too far away from me who sells nukes, and he had people that didn't show up to get theirs. And so he was trying to unload them, and I thought, you know, I want more honey next year. So if I'm gonna get more honey, I'm gonna have to get more hives. So I decided to get one. I'm gonna drive over there tomorrow night and pick it up. I'm gonna let them sit out here. We're supposed to have rain. Of course, that's all we've had lately is rain. It's like today is the only day that it hasn't rained, and I don't know when. It seems like it rains every day. So I'm gonna have to fight the weather a little bit with that. Hopefully I will have a period of time with no rain where I can get them put into their new home. But I'm gonna show you how the different parts of a hive and how to set up a basic little beehive to get started. Talk about the different parts a little bit. This is very simple, very easy, very quick. I have talked right now longer than it will take to do that. So let's go do it. Bees are buzzing all around me. I don't think they're gonna bother me today because they're pretty calm bees, but I don't have my protective suit on. I usually always wear that, but it's kind of early. These bees are pretty calm, so I'm pretty certain that I won't get stung, but that's always a risk. But I'm getting ready to set up a new beehive, and I just thought this would be a good time to show you. Some of you don't know the different parts of a beehive. So this is a good time for me to just show you what a beehive is, what it's made up of. Okay, so this is the bottom board. It is just simply a bottom board. It is the bottom of your hive, and you want to set that on blocks or a pallet or concrete or sometimes wooden frame. Sometimes you can buy the plastic hive holders online, but you need to set it on something pretty secure, pretty solid. Okay, so that goes there. This is so simple. And then this will be your hive body. This is called a deep box because it is a little bit deeper than some other boxes. It is generally used as a nesting box. You want to set that on there and make sure that the corners are all flush. Okay, so what we will do, that is going to be your nesting box, your brood box. Different people call it different things, but that is the base of your hive. And what will happen is, these are frames, just little wax frames, and they will just fit right in there. This will hold 10 frames. Now I'm not going to put the frames in today. I am going to wait until my bees get here before I do that. But there would be 10 of these in there, and I'm actually going to take this up to the house and paint some wax on it, give them a little bit better stuff to work with. But you will have 10 hives in there, or I'm sorry, 10 frames in there, and that will hold lots and lots of bees. So I'm going to take this out because I'm not going to include it. And then you have something called a top board or a crown board, some people call it, but it is just your top part. It will go right on top of there. Has a little hole in it. It has a little escape path so the bees can get out that way if they want to. And you set it and make sure it is flush. And then you have your cover. And it is just a cover, and it will just fit right on top of there. And that's it. I like to put an entrance reducer on, and since I'm getting a new hive, I'm gonna put it on the small. It has different openings. So there's the little opening, or there's the big opening. So I'm gonna put it on the little one because I'm getting a nuke in a couple of days, and I want to kind of keep them a little bit protected for a little bit. So that just slides right in there. And then I'm gonna put a big rock on top of it. Because I don't want a strong wind or an animal to knock this over. So having a heavy rock on top just kind of secures it and keeps it in place. I'm gonna show you my hives over here. So this is my bigger hive that is doing really well. The girls are out and busy this morning, but it has 2 brood boxes and a deep honey super and then a medium honey super. So we got a nice day today. Finally, it's been raining forever and ever. So hopefully they will get out and get busy and start making some honey. That would be a good thing, girls. Get busy. All right, get busy. This is my little hive over here that's struggling a little bit. I don't even see any activity. I know they're in there. I just checked them yesterday, but they are not out and about. Well, there's one. But yeah, they're kind of struggling a little bit. So there you have it. That is all there is to it. Now it's just a matter of installing the bees and waiting for them to do their thing. Probably won't take them very long. They will probably expand pretty quickly, and probably within a week, 2 weeks, I may be adding another brood box to that little hive. So maybe I'll let you follow along. If I can remember to bring my camera and videotape it. Usually I am busy doing beekeeping, and videotaping is the last thing on my mind. So I'll try to remember to do that. I am not an expert. I most certainly do not know what I'm doing. This is my 2nd year beekeeping, and I have heard that you really don't know what you're doing in beekeeping until you've been a beekeeper for 5 years. So I got some time to go, and I've learned a ton, but I have a lot more to learn, and it is a series of trial and error and making mistakes and constant research and constant learning, and you know, it all kind of sort of works out in the end. So we'll see how it goes. Keep following, you'll find out how it goes. I'll talk to you later. Go make it a good day.